Lock wire device back. I try see what we can do. No, that's not. Yes. Okay. It only went this way. Okay. I thought it could be this way, but it cannot. So good evening. When I make this video, the time is 22 in European time, and I'm making this video the 25 July and the 7, 25 to 7 in 2024. And because I'm working with numbers, so it's very important for me to make that day, because 25 is 7, 2 plus 5 is 7, and 7 and 7 is 14, so that is a money abundance. So yeah, so I want to speak more louder. I just want to see if I get cleansing my camera a little. Yes, I look for it. Next week I get a new phone, so it will be much better. So today my topic is about how do you get to be the best version of yourself. And I'm gonna be very vulnerable today about my life, so I can tell you how I end up being the best version of myself. And it has been a long journey, and I still, at my age of 54, still working on to be even better vision of myself. I realized something Sunday, and that was so powerful when I realized this. And that was, I have do something to someone for a long time ago without a purpose, but I was not aware. Maybe I should take the glass off. But I was not aware of what I was doing to this person. So when I get aware, I take responsible, because that I'm gonna be the best version of myself. It's about taking responsible. How often are we not taking responsible in our life? We push it over to others. It's also your fault. It was also you who do this. And that's why I do this. No, we have to step back and take responsible all the time for our life. Like also when we parents. As a parents, we also have to learn to take responsible for what we're hurting our children with when they were small. Because we don't know better. So it was not we're planning to do it. But many of the things we was doing when our children were small, it was because our parents have do that to us. I was on a restaurant and I see a little girl crying, and I try getting contact with the woman. And I say to her, your daughter is crying. And she was just like, because I could hear of the body language. She think the daughter have said something to her, so she must take responsibility for sitting and crying by herself. And the reason is because the mom have learned that when she was a little. And the dad, he don't care at all also. So this girl sitting and cry, to the end she says sorry to her mom. She was only 4 years. So I am so lucky. One of my best friends, it's a gift. She's blind. And I told her it's so big gift. Because I wish when I go out and eat, I could put walls up between my eyes, so I could enjoy and be aware of what I do. But when things happen in front of my eyes, it's so difficult not to go over and tell, hey, are you aware of what you're doing? So, back to that again. How gonna we be the best version of ourselves? And I want to tell you a story about my teeth. So for a long, long time ago, when I was a little girl, my mom was so focused on my teeth. So she keep taking me to a dentist, every kind of dentist. So we can feel we're gonna be raped in many ways. In that way, the dentistry raping me so many times. So when I get teenager, I start brushing my teeth and brushing my teeth and brushing my teeth and brushing my teeth. And I was not aware for 15 years, I think, maybe it was 10 years ago, I meet someone who also was working at dentistry. And she told me, when all these things happen, we damage our teeth. Because when I'm brushing my teeth so much, it was because I want to be in control. And I'm still working on it. I was to a session last week for let go of my control. Because I need to be in control since I was born as a baby. Because I was not have anyone who could take care enough of me. So I learned to get in control with my teeth. Because I brush them because I'm a Libra and I don't like any bad smell at all. Also from other people. And I was so lucky I listened to an interview where they say when you're smelling everything they have discovered, then it's very difficult for you to get dementia when you get older. So I was so happy. I smelling everything. So I brush and brush my teeth. So one time when I get a little more older, I will fix it. Because now I am the best version of myself. So I accept it. Because I love myself so much. Hello, how are you? I doing well, how are you doing? I'm doing so well, thank you for looking at my video. Thank you so much from my heart. So, I love myself so much because I'm working on being the best version of myself and working on love myself. Because when I was a teenage and a little child, what I want to say, thank you so much. Happy you listened with me. Thank you so much. So when I was a little girl, my parents was only 19 when they get me. And when you're 19, you're not ready to get a child. So they just let me see everything. Everything. And take me to everything. And that's why I'm working with sensuality today. Because when I was a little baby, I see everything. There was sex shop everywhere I live. There was hookers everywhere I live. In the table there was magazine with everything. So already when I was little, it was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? But first when I get older, I realized that was because when we are in this year of 2022, I start realize, hey, the world sexuality and love is going to break down if not someone waking them up. I'm not the only one who do that. But I take responsible for helping to plant a seed every day in my life. Because I learn about it so early stage. And then I grow up. And then when I was around 12, my mom, she started get more and more sad. And then one day I was away to take care of a child. After school, I was doing some job. And then I get a phone call. And my adoption dad told me, you have to come home. Your mom is on hospital. And I was like, wow, why she is there? So my mom tried to make suicide because she could not handle what she had seen, what happened with me. That's another story I will tell you another day. So she could not handle that. So she makes suicide and she get into a hospital, psycho hospital. And when you make suicide, you end up in a hospital with crazy people like who also murdering people and that. And in that time of that year, it was around, how many years is it now? 40 years now, 41 years ago. So at that time, it was in the beginning of 1980s, I think. At that time, The place was like a metal door you have to open. It was like coming into a prison. You open this metal door and people are screaming and shouting and throwing things at you. I see my little mom, she was laying down there in the bed as a 12 years old girl. How do you feel that is? From that day, I get growing because even more I should take care of myself. But now I know I have to be mom for my mom because she laying there like a little child. And there was like metal from the windows. And at that time, there is no one who see you and hear what happened to you. So next day I just go in school and they don't know anything about what have happened to me. And my mom continued with that for 20 years. She was in and out in psycho hospital. So at that time, I started studying about the brain. I started studying about the medicine and about electroshock because she was getting electroshock and electroshock. And they keep telling me, it's working, it's working. It's working for a while. It's like eating some drugs. And then you are happy. And when the drugs are gone, you're back to yourself and you are like, okay, what now? Or you're drinking, like when you have drink, and next day you're waking up and you are like, oh, okay, what happened now? And you maybe have to do something when you drink. Then you have to take responsible for that. And that most people not can find out too. I see that all the time. But there we also have to take responsible. And no matter if we find out later in our life this has happened, then we must go and say sorry to this person or send them a letter. Because we actually going around and hurting people, not with purpose, but we actually need to say sorry when we realize it. Sitting down and make some realizing about what did I do to this person, and then go and say sorry. Because when we get up on our conscious level and know, wow, did I really do that? That was not my purpose. We all not going around and think, now I'm going to do that to someone. I know some do, but most of us in the world don't do that. Of course, there is someone who planning to do something to people. But that's also a reason. That's something I want to discover later in my life. I want to find out why they act like that way. So that is another topic. So she was in and out in this psycho hospital for 20 years till she died. She died at the age of 52 old only. So that's why I want to show the world we can keep and be fit for fight. Because now I am my way to be 55 in 3 months. So we can lift ourselves up and live young and good and be the best version of ourselves. But we must take responsible. So when I was growing up as a teenager, I need to take care of my mom. And I learned to drink very fast and going out. But when I was 16, I was so lucky, I meet my first love. And when I meet my first love, we were so in love, but we were both two broken souls. So broken. He was living in a childhood home when we meet each other. And we were so broke, very broke souls. But we still moved together. Because he don't want to live in this childhood home and I don't want to live home. So we moved together at 16 years old. So we was living together for 2 years. And we have the most beautiful time. I remember it was beautiful. I don't know how he feel. But I know he was not feeling good about it in the end. Because the day I was 18, we go out in the night and dancing. And there was a girl when I meet him who want him. And that night I saying to him, I'm going home now. And that night she was taking the revenge and take him from me. And he was doing it because he was not strong enough to tell me he could not handle all this love because he was not used to get love. So he knew if he was together with another girl, then I will say goodbye to him. But I still could not. I say to him, I will accept it. Because at that time, I don't know about all this I know today. But we end never being together. As a 20 years, I meet my children's dad. And then I start the journey with him for 12 years. And there I first find out to start my trip to be the best version of myself. When I get pregnant with my son, then I start realize everything gonna happen around us in our life. I start seeing all this jealousy in the family. I start seeing everything around me was not so good as I thought it was. Because we all create like a romantic stories. But it's not true. That is the movie who created. And I born my son. And when I get my son, I could not give him food. Because no one could tell me how I actually should put him to get him to food. So I was 4 days desperate in this hospital with him before some young girl told me how I should give him food. But then it was too late. And then I start giving him some milk because they say he needs to get food. And then when he was 3 months, he was so sweet boy. When he was 3 months, he started crying all the time. And I was like, there's something wrong. And I go to the doctor and they say to me, no, there's nothing wrong. This stuff happened. So I need to go to some special doctor and say, please, can you look at my son? And she say, okay. And she tell me, yeah, he have allergic to milk. So already there, my intuition was so strong. But I have cut down from it because of my mom and all my life experience. Because our intuition is so strong in our heart and in our stomach. But we almost the time never listen. We're going up in the brain and say, yes, maybe they have right, maybe. But there I knew there was something wrong with my son. So there I start my journey on waking up to be the spiritual human I also was when I was little. To find out my intuition is so strong. I know everything happening around me. And then I start seeing everything happening around me. And I go on the journey and I get my daughter. And when I have get her, I realize if I'm gonna be the best version of myself, I must leave my children's dad. Because it's gonna be another topic I'm coming with next Friday, the 2nd August, about how we're gonna be in present with ourselves and how we're putting each other in present. They're gonna tell about that. So I have to leave him to be the best version of myself. From that time where I do that, then my journey is starting to go in therapist. And I have do so much therapist work. So no one almost can imagine. In the beginning, the first 2 years, I was going 3 times a week, 2 to 3 hours per time. There was so much to release. I have so much trauma inside me. And then I start going to hypnosis, I start going to family constellation and all that. And then later I start taking all my education. And when I take all my education, I need to go in and try everything I learn in the education. Everything I learn, I need to go in and try by myself. In that way, I start to be the best version of myself. But not as the version I am today, because I feel today I am the big version of myself. Because I have released so much trauma and I have released so much. relationships and all that. So in that way. So one step you need to do is, as I tell my clients every day, you need to build the right foundation for yourself before you can be with someone. You need to build self-love. You need to build all the trauma out of your body and let go of all the past. You are not your parents. You are not your dad. You're not your grandpa, your grandmom. All this is stuck inside us, and we must let go of that. And then we must start learning loving ourselves. And that is a big journey to get on. Someone learn it fast, someone learn it late. But it's never too late to change to be the best version of yourself. So do you have any question? The one who follow me, welcome to write in the comment if you have any question. Then I will answer them, and we'll talk more about vulnerable, about my life and how I end up being my big version. So do you have any question? Then please write it to me and I will look. So again, I will say thank you so much for listening to me. And let me be vulnerable with you who listen to me. I'm on a big journey now. I try to get my job out as much as I can. Get my YouTube channel out so I can be here. Because I also learned on Sunday, I was doing some job with my friend. We have a session. We also gonna go live on Wednesday together, my best friend who's blind. So we was doing something where we are in different two countries to how we help each other also to be the best vision of ourselves. And that's so powerful. And we're gonna talk about how you can connect when you still live in two different countries and you don't lose love to each other and all that. And that also in relationship. So we was doing some exercise together, and then we was coming in about, I say suddenly to her, oh my God, I think I'm screaming. And she said to me, yeah, you should scream much more. You should speak very loud. Because people have stopped you for speaking loud because they want you down. Because they don't want to hear what you say. So she said, you have to start speaking up. So now I start speaking more up and also telling about that. So to be the best version of yourself is also about learn to be graceful. People don't know what this means. I'm talking about it so much in my video and I still don't see it anyone. I say it every day in my sessions. People are not aware. We have to learn to say to ourselves, thank you so much for my body. Thank you so much for my soul. Thank you so much for waking up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being me. To say that in the mirror, thank you for being me. Then you also start loving yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being me. I am a human, amazing human. When we do that, we're growing in our energy. We start be alignment in a higher energy and we attract so many things. And then also being graceful for other people. Really say thank you from your heart to other people every time they do something for you. No matter of also they're doing bad things. Because we're learning from the bad things. And we also have to be grateful for seeing, okay, this one do this to me. Like I was learning a lesson. I have a client and he received my session and then he say, I go toilet. I was like, okay. And in the moment he go toilet, the toilet was close to where I have my table with my money. So he grabbed the money and he ran away with the money. First I was so angry and run after him and was like, but then I realized this gonna be guilt, shame, karma to him. But then I realized I have to be grateful because I was something I have to see there. And that was, I have to see, I was doing that to someone when I was young. So my karma was released at that time. So I sit and say, I'm so grateful for this happened to me. And that is very painful to learn. But when we can learn to say thank you also for the lessons we get, because we knew things before I knew this will happen. My soul was telling. But again, because we so focus sometimes on earning money, then it happened. Because then we also get in lack of need. Instead of trust the universe all the time. And the universe is us. Inside we are universe. We're talking to our body. It hear everything. So if we're just thinking one bad things, the body already hear it and send it out. Because as Nikola Tesla discovered, everything is energy. Right now we have energy between us who are in the show. There's energy everywhere. And so many people only think he discovered the electric. No, he discovered the energy between people. So if we not are surround a good energy, it happen bad things to us. So we have to surround. That's why I very often not are with anyone. Only people I really love and I know very well. Then I am in the nature and I am with my cat. And I almost not surrendering me with a lot of people. I was doing that before. I was very open till I realized this with energy. It affecting us. And people love my energy, so they want to eat my energy. And I don't want to give my energy away. So that is a very important lesson also. To stay away from all this energy vampires. And where we go out, we must put a show over us. Some must put, like I say to people, imagine you have a metal things and you're putting that so the boomerang can boom back. It's very important so we don't get eat up from everyone. So back to the be the best vision of myself. And that was on my journey when I started taking education as sexuality. It was so powerful. Because I have always think there was something wrong between men and women. Why we are in relationship, we don't have anything. We're fighting and don't have anything together. And then I was so lucky, my teacher, she had a Tantra lover at that time. And that's why the day I discovered Tantra. And I call my boyfriend I have and say, oh, we're gonna be together. So, I'm gonna do this. So there I discovered the Tantra. So I was so lucky to discover that. And that have taken me on a journey and find out how beautiful men and women can get together. And that's what I want to share to the world now. How beautiful can we be together? How beautiful can we touch each other? How beautiful can we look at each other? Because in Tantra is I see you. Like I look into your deep eyes. So I'm looking into your soul and you're looking into my soul. So that is very important. To learn to I see you and talk to the eyes and just look into the eyes. The eyes speaking so much. So I take this wonderful education as sexuality and I learned so much to step in to find out how do I gonna be a sensual human? Because sensuality is so important. It's one of the most important before food. But because we don't have any healthy relationship with our sensuality, then many don't have a good relationship with the sexuality. And with love, we don't know how we connect with the love. I just take this pillow, it was falling down on my, take it away, falling down on my head. So, we don't have a good relationship with love also. Because we don't want to connect with each other deep level. So the best vision of myself was to love myself. The day I start loving myself, then everything starts being so beautiful. And it's not about being selfish in that way, but we have to take care of ourselves before we take care of But because I learned to be mom so early, then I learned to take care of anyone else. So today, I have to stop up all the time and say, hey, now you're stepping in and be mom again. Step out. Because it's not healthy for me. Because I'm giving too much. It's about receiving and give in life. And I say now it's my time to receive back all what I have given out. So I am so grateful for the customer I have. Because there I receive back. Because when you value your price, then you also gonna be value of your time. So just gonna take very hard. I must get with my new phone. I will get a stanner so I can not hold in my hand. Take a deep breath, because life is also be a best version of yourself. It's about breathing. And I also do things for be in best vision of myself all the time. As last week I was to a beautiful session where I see my life on a journey, how I gonna be initiated in a Himalaya. It was so beautiful, and the master in Himalaya was initiating me as the master of sexuality, and how I see my home, my man, all my millions cats. Every cat have a frequency. So every time I also get a new cat, I also be in the best vision of myself, because I both do something for the cat and the cat do something for me. And it's just beautiful to be surrounding a cat and animal. I also learned from the session I have with my friend on Sunday. I also learned who is coming here first. That was the animal. So we always get annoying about mosquitoes, but they don't planning about biting us because they want to be mean to us. They're biting us because they're hungry. And some of us, inclusive myself, have a blood they like. So they're coming there because they want to have food like we eating the animal. So they don't do it because they want to be mean to us. They only do it because they want to survive and get the food they need. And then some of us is unlucky. We are born with a very unique blood or something where they say, I want to eat from this person. So in that way, we also have to say, okay, thank you so much for being here. Because they also maybe have a purpose. We don't know what the purpose are from them. And then we must find something. Maybe there is a miracle to put something on when they bite us. Or if we start, when we realize this, if we start saying, okay, I accept it, I am food for them, my body can handle, maybe I will try that and I will discover and tell you if that is true. Or finding something you can put on. Or maybe I read in other country, I realize why they have so much white clothes on, who long on the arms or in the summertime. It's because they not gonna be biting out the mosquitoes. But we have to remember the nature and the animal was here before us. So we have to treat them good with all the love we can. And to be the best vision is to share love to others. And learn to get rid of your frustration, your bitterness, your anger, your shame and guilt. Because if we all go out of the door in that, how do the world gonna be? Gonna meet the other one who are frustrated, angry, bitter, shame, guilt. And then we're gonna be one big excuse if we have guilt. Or if we have shame, then we're going around and, or if we are frustrated, go, la, 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 la. Because then we wanna let it go out to it. We don't take responsible. We also have to take responsible if we're frustrated. So to be the best version of yourself is to learn to start to take responsible for you, for your life. And tell yourself, what do I want to do a good things for me and my life? What do I want to eat a good thing? What do I want to get touch? How do I want to get love? How do I want to get breathing? Breathing is so important, and I'm looking so much for 25 November in London. I'm gonna sit front with Wim Hof, so I cannot wait to meet my superstar man, Wim Hof. I will put him in the comment so you can start doing his breathing. Because when you do that, you get a much more easier life, because he have proof you get more oxygen in your brain, your blood circulate, your nervous system get calm, and you not get sick. I do his breathing every morning and every evening, 10 rounds. So it's very important. So I'm so grateful again. Thank you for listening to all my vulnerable stories I tell here. It's something I tell deep from my heart. Sharing to the world about myself. That's a big step. But I'm ready because I love myself. And I can accept myself as the big, lovely vision of myself I have created. I don't know what the time is. Still 40 minutes. This is 1 hour show about me. And next week I'm gonna have my guest. I look forward to that. And next week I also gonna talk with someone from Germany. And then we create also a meeting. And then soon my special guest Andrea Grant from Denmark is back. I look forward to have shows with him. I will also put his life. He also have a very good videos in English about different topics about the human. He's so good psychotherapist. He also working on being the best vision of himself and create the best vision of his children. I love that so much. I love that so much. So I am so happy for connecting with him. And then I also hope I have Stephanie with me again from America. She's also an amazing soul, so also doing everything to be the best version of herself. And many more guests I gonna find to get this YouTube channel much more happy and graceful and sharing how important it is to. You can also look into The Secret. They have made this book about being graceful, powerful, doing all this exercises, powerful. There you're learning. And then you're also learning this about being graceful for the bad things. That is the big lesson to learn. So what can you do more for be the best vision of yourself? So you can start finding out how you release your trauma. Then finding out how you're gonna love yourself. Then you find out, okay, how much will I invest in myself? Because it costs investment. And go to a therapist is not because we are sick. It's because we meet someone with some tools who know how to help us to be the best vision of ourselves. I am helping so many people to be the best vision of themselves. And I'm so grateful in my heart every time I see people gonna shine the way they should shine. That is so meaningful for me and so blissful, and so I don't have words for it. Today I get a call like, oh, I have a call with my dad, and suddenly the warmth starting between us, and we decide we must start calling to each other. I was like, wow. So everything we start releasing and take the step and take the responsible. So that's what I want to say again and again. Take responsible. That is very important. Learn to take responsible for everything around you. And be the best version of yourself is to start loving you so you can share love out to the world. And stop put yourself in a victim. Because when we put us all, oh, it's also so sad for me, then our thoughts gonna keep being that. then the universe just sending more, or the body just sending more. I also go down there sometime, but when I do, I also get the smash there. For how can you say? How long time is ago? I think it was last year in October. I was walking in water in Zagreb, in the cold water, because I like water. So my friend and me, we find water. And we're talking about if you're afraid to fall, then you're also afraid to fall in your life. Then you're also afraid to fall in your business. And we talk about this topic. And we're talking about this, be afraid to fall. And what happened? I fall, and there was a stone, and I rushed down from the stone, and I smashed this area down, and I scream, and I have like, I get some red light on, and then I don't have any scar today from it. So that was really lucky. But because I'm talking about it, then it also happened. So I hope that story can help you, because that is a very powerful story. And that was the same in 2011. I have a big accident with my head as a smash, and I lose all my memory, and I have trained all my memory up. But because I also don't was listen to what my thought and your heart was saying the day before. My thought saying, yes, you're gonna do it, and my heart was like, no, no, no. And my daughter was looking at me, and I was like, okay, as a mom, you do everything for your children. But it was my responsible. I don't blame her at all. It was my responsible. She was just a kid. We have also talked that out, because she was thinking it was her. And I say, no, it was my responsible. I was not listening to myself. So it was my responsible. But I get the lesson, because the universe wants me to lay down for a long time to realize all the things I have realized today. And be the best version of myself even more. I was on the journey, but to be the woman I am today. Be this shiny, lovely, responsible, amazing heart soul. As my love of my life, he gave me the name, my company name. I moved to UK because of the love of my life. But we could not be together. It was too toxic. But he gave me my company name. And it was so beautiful. He said, I have another name, and I can even not remember what my company was. But he said, not matching to you. He said, you are the most pure soul I ever have met on this earth, and our love is pure soul love. So he gave me my company name. So that is our love together forever. But I could still live him, because I want to be the best version of myself. And I learn others to be the best version of themselves and live their life fully. So I live him because I don't want to live in a toxic relationship. I don't want to surround me about toxic people. So I always step away if it's too toxic. But I still keeping the love from me and him with me. Because the company was so beautiful, and the way he was saying to me, it touched my heart so deep. So it's my time when I have opened all my best version of myself to meeting the next love of my life. I meet one when I was 16, and I meet one when I was in the 40. Now it's time to meet someone in the 50. But I know I will when I are ready. Because I still want to be the best version of myself. And I have to be sure he also want to be the best version of himself. And many fall in love. But I want to be in love. I don't want to have this blind fall on me. I want to find out with this person now, because we need to have a lot of things in common when we are in a relationship. If we don't have, we have anything to grow from. That is very important. So yes, I hope you enjoy to listen to me, and you're welcome to go into my website called puresoulup.com, and it's also in my YouTube channel, and there you can read so much more about me. Now I'm talking to about me. I am from Denmark, but I live in Croatia. Sometimes I'm in London, sometimes I'm in Denmark, sometimes in Italy, but Croatia is my favorite country because they have the best energy. But therefrom, you can choose to go also 3 days retreat if you're really ready to wake up and be the best version of yourself. I'm making so beautiful retreat special for couples. I love to have couples and transform them. So I always have like a 5-star place with the unique bedroom, unique swimming pool, jacuzzi, a private driver, making a special food for you. Because most of the time we don't eat, because when we eat, when we want to transform, we're going to be too safe, and we need to be ready to transform. And then people are like, oh, I have this problem. No, it's because you want to be safe. And when we're safe, we don't transform. So that's why many things, when we go to workshop or whatever we do, go it without have food in your body. I also must not have food when I do my session. And I'm gonna do the same thing as you. And in my treat, I treat you like a queen and a king, as Shakti and Shiva and Tantra. You're gonna be deserved from moment you come to the moment you go. Be yoga teacher, there will be me as a breathing teacher, me as a Tantra teacher. So go and find out to get an amazing retreat with me so you can be the best version of yourself. And I have so many good reviews. I cannot have them all on my website. I make a video to my customer also about it. I have so many good reviews from people who not was aware we could change so much. So I really want you to make a decision about being the best version of yourself with me or someone else where you live. But if you really want to give yourself the most amazing things, you should go to me. Because I do everything who are beautiful. Because I'm a Libra. Libra, they are full of love and want all in balance. Because I have so many skills with me. That's why I also have the best vision of myself. Because I have taken so many education and I study every day about. Yesterday I discovered something about our big toe. How that have effect in our brain. How our brain are connected to the big toe. How when I hit my head, then it was affecting my eyes. So I every day studying. And I scan the people, what they need. What is the problem they have. And I don't know if you ever have seen that series. Oh, or the Twinkle. I cannot remember. I will put it in the link. It was a series they make in Netflix with Nicole Kidman. And it was so powerful. She also transformed people there. I don't want to tell what happened in the end, because then you don't gonna see it. And that will be very sad. But the most amazing is the last, where you really see what she do and how that transformed people. And what happened years after, you see what happened with the people out. So that is so amazing. I will put it in the comment down there. So yes, so I wanna tell you my name. Everyone asked me, so to be the best version of myself, I also think I wanna change my name again. But I will still keep my name Eabeauti. And why do I have name Eabeauti? Because my parents gave me the name Ea when I was little, and everyone called me beautiful. So I was on my way to find a way how you can connect them together. So that's why I have this name, Eabeauti. Eabeauti. And if you don't remember, you can say Ea and beautiful. And then by the time you will could find out, see Eabeauti. And then my awesomest is because someone was telling me, you are so awesome. Someone I changed the name. And Delphina is coming because I am like a dolphin. I have a dolphin soul. And my wish is to die in the sea with the dolphins. And then my sunny day is because people say I bring sun in the life. And also I can bring the sun wherever I go. But now I think it's time to stepping up to, because I'm working with names. I'm also numerology. So I'm working with names, I'm working with numbers, and I also working with astrology. I also know about human design. So I have so many skills with me. And I'm studying, as I say, to be the best version of myself. All the time when I drive, I listen to things. What is good for me to listen to now? To step up and up and up. And I can also recognize if you want to be the best version of yourself. Then family constellation is the best things to move very fast. If you want to change very fast, then you should book a session about that. Find out it's a guy called Hellinger. I will write that in the comment also. So you can go and find people who do that. It's so powerful. And you can go in and see the series called Another Self in Netflix. I will also put that in the comment. Because that's showing this family constellation, and there you will realize so much about yourself. How your dad is the reason to your money and success, and what your mom is the reason for love and all that. So there you will discover so much about yourself too. I recommend that series to everyone. And thank you for listening so long and be on my show so long time. I am very grateful for you have time to listen to my show. It's make me so happy. And please comment and write to me if there's something you want to know. Then I will come back to you as possible I can, because I also sometimes doing my sessions two times a day, one time of the day. And I also have my cats to take care of. So I answer people as fast as I can, but I always answer back by the time. So learn to be the best version of yourself. Learn to be the big version of yourself. Learn to be the best version of yourself. I just want to share that with you all the time. And then remember, next Wednesday, 5 o'clock European time, I'm going to have a show with my friend about how you're going to connect with each other from far away. And then on Friday, I'm going to have a show where I talking about how we put ourselves in a present and how we put other in a present. And then the week after, I'm going to have some new guests. And I will tell next week what that's going to be. And subscribe to my channel. I finally get my channel to grow. So subscribe so it can grow even more. So even more can hear from a completely normal person how they have changed their life. No matter how difficult it has been. I'm just talking about small things. They're having so much more in my life. But I will share them by the time. All small details. It's nothing fun to share everything on the same time. Then you also get boring. So please subscribe to my channel. Following me on Instagram. I do shorts videos there, and just keep shining. Keep shining. Keep smiling. Keep love yourself. And remember, you only are here today. We don't know if we are here tomorrow. Live in the moment. Be in the moment. Learn to find the best vision of yourself. Take responsible. Be responsible. Show the world love. Show the natural love. Take care of the sea. Stop all this plastic. Take care of all the animals you meet. Be vulnerable. Show love. Be in your heart. And learn to breathe. And no, be afraid to use sounds. How is that? So, please, wake up and get the life you deserve. Because we are here now. And we was born to be the pure soul of love when we was born. And be the best vision of ourselves. That was the meaning of our life. And we cannot change the past, but we can take responsible from our past and grow from there and say sorry to people and say to them, okay, what can I do better? How can I help you to heal from what have happened? I cannot change it, what I have done, but I can change from here. And that is a very important thing to learn. We cannot change what happened from 1 minute ago, but we can change what happened next minute or tomorrow. And we can help to share love and show love. So thank you so much for listening to my channel. I'm so happy to be vulnerable for you and let you be vulnerable and open up to your heart and be in your heart. Thank you so much. Namaste. I send you so much love and light from my heart. Eabeauti, awesome, Stellafina, sunny day, puresoul.com, Sex Revolution in YouTube. Thank you so much.